everybody, Lakes Region Aquariums here today. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time now. It is about Nerite snails. These are some of my favorite snails in the hobby. I absolutely love these guys, and the cool thing about them is they do not spawn up. They're not like when you get one of them, you're not going to end up with like 400 of them in your aquarium after, a couple weeks. These guys only spawn in brackish water. They're not going to spawn in true fresh water. So most of your freshwater aquariums, as long as it's, a low salinity, you're going to be totally fine. And your Nerite snails are not going to spawn up on you. You're not going to end up with like 400, like I said. These guys are amazing. I've had one currently. His name is Gary. I can only imagine how many snails out there are named Gary. But I've had Gary for like 5 years now. I got him back in like 2017, I'm pretty sure, and he still lives. This guy is unstoppable. They say their lifespans are usually around 1 year. Well, Gary has exceeded that. And the second I put Gary in this aquarium, he has gone to work. He's actually seen algae combat service in multiple tanks of mine. So many different tanks. He's been in tanks with Meg, my huge fish Meg, and he's gone from 10-gallon tanks to 30-gallon tanks, and finally he is in the planted tank, the plant city, and he is still cruising away doing his thing. Nothing will ever really stop him until he eventually does die. So these guys are sensitive to high nitrate levels in your aquarium, so you want to stay away from that. They have been known, and Gary is definitely guilty of this, to leave the aquarium. They will not just stay in your water. Sometimes they will venture out of your aquarium and go outside the glass sometimes. I caught Gary doing that years ago, but they tend to find their way back to the aquarium no problem, but just keep that in mind. Sometimes they can wedge themselves where an output is on a filter, and it'll kind of cause the water trajectory to like be a little different. Sometimes it'll shoot out of your aquarium. I've heard some horror stories, so just be mindful that they will explore a little bit. But other than that, they are awesome snails. They just clean algae. They eat algae all day long. They do not stop. They just do their thing. Watch out for high light as well. They're not a big fan of higher light levels in aquariums or fully natural sunlight, so just be careful of that. And if you're wanting to feed them some fancy foods, just regular vegetables like your zucchini, kale, carrots, cucumber, you name it, they're going to be totally fine with it. Watch out for copper. These guys will die, or it will severely affect them if you use medications with copper in it or anything else that might have copper. So check your tap water too before you consider getting one of these guys. These are an awesome snail. I highly recommend getting them for algae control over every other algae eater out there. Especially when it comes to basic green algae that just cakes up on your glass or rocks and stuff like that. So definitely recommend checking these guys out. Pick one up. They're pretty much at every store. There's two different variants: a zebra stripe version, and Gary is the Gary is the red onion Nerite snail. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video, and I hope you guys pick up some Nerite snails. Thank you so much for watching.